Okay, so we are talking about value proposition design. So basically, why do you need a value proposition design?
So that we can make our product for our ICP to be a better substitute for their problem.
Just to create and showcase value of your service or a product in front of your ideal customer profile. So if you think of any business, is it either it's a product related or a service related, it can be divided into three parts. And that would be reaching out to your ideal customer or finding the pool of your ideal customer profile. That would be prospecting. After that, selling them. That can be closing. After that, delivering what you promised. That can be delivery. So most of you very confident about delivery, that you guys know your stuff, right? Once you have a client, you can give them the value. You know that 99% of the business owners feel like they already know how to give the best value to their customers. When it comes to closing, you can learn few here and there videos. There is already a video on my YouTube channel about spin selling. Very simple. When you have the right product and you are reaching out to the right customer, closing becomes very easy. Most ignored, a subject that people think is very complex, but it's not. It's basically a very simple subject. That's prospecting. And that's turned into value proposition design. So basically, in this whole video, we are going to talk about this. Okay, so when we talk about prospecting, in simple terms, even a 5-year-old can understand what is the goal of prospecting: to know who to reach out, where to reach out, how to reach out, right? To answer these three questions, you need to understand value proposition design. Value proposition design is divided into two parts. One is customer profile, the other thing is value map. Don't force your brain to understand too much, just wait. And when these both meet, what do you get? Fit. That's when creating something that is a product market fit. It means it's a product that can be adopted by your audience very easily, and it's the product that is really solving a problem. Both of them are further divided into three parts. Customer profile is jobs. To give a nickname, it's a mission. Pains, gains. In ideal client profile, you are also deciding your niche. You are niching down. Are you reaching out to the consultant? Are you reaching out to the coaches? Are you reaching out to the fitness influencers? All that stuff. But when you talk about customer profile, you are basically talking about the psychology of your customers, how you can most effectively reach out to them in a way that you are differentiating yourself from your competitors. So jobs are all the things that your customers are trying to get done. That's why I gave a nickname mission. Jobs are basically what customers are trying to get done in their work and in their lives as expressed in their own words. Just to give you examples of what can be customer jobs, that can be functional jobs. This can be a very specific task. Functional is related to function, a very specific task, that is reaching out to the customer, closing people, sending DMs, creating content. The other thing can be a personal or emotional job, and there are different jobs. That can be a supporting job. That just goes down to the rabbit hole. But basically, it's just anything that your customers are trying to get done, and anything related to the job, any obstacle, any risk, any bad outcome that is related to customers' jobs are called pain. So if we talk about an obstacle, if your client's job is to reach out to people, the obstacle can be them not receiving any reply, them not getting qualified leads, them not getting qualified people on the call, people not showing up on the call. That's like obstacle, right? They have to create content every single day on LinkedIn. That's an obstacle. They have to create content on Instagram or anything. That's an obstacle. When it comes to risk, let's say running Facebook ads for your business, that's risk. You are risking $2,000 or $5,000. Any bad outcome, let's say you spend $2,000 and now you didn't get any customers, that's a bad outcome. So anything, any obstacle, any risk, any bad outcome that is related to the customer's jobs are anything that your clients are trying to get done, it's called pain. Gain is dream outcome, desired results. So if they are trying to get something done, there has to be a final goal. Like they want more clients, they want to build credibility in the market, they want to reach out to more people. So there has to be a dream outcome or desired results. That's why they are struggling to get this done. You need to figure out these three things about your ICP. So let's say your ICP is
coaches and consultant, mostly executive and business coaches.
okay, so any business or leadership coaches and consultants. So you need to figure that out first. And once you figure that out, then you are going to see what they are trying to get done, what are the obstacle, risk, and bad outcomes related to their job, and what is their dream outcome and desired results. That would be your customer profile. And once you have that, then you can come to the value map. Value map, more simple, product and service. Product and services are any offer that you are selling, any offer you are presenting to the market. It's called product and service. What is your main offer? What is your main product and service that you are showcasing to the market?
That will help them book more meetings using cold emails and LinkedIn outreach.
If you concise this, and if I ask you explain what you do in 5 words, how would you say that?
Okay, so we help coaches and consultants, helping them book more calls without posting regularly or spending on ads.
Yeah, you help them with acquisition.
Yeah, with acquisition.
In simple words, you help coaches and consultants close more clients. After that, this is then divided into two parts: pain relievers, gain creators. So basically, when I say pain relievers or gain creators, what comes to your mind is what are the pain relievers of your product and service, and how, what kind of gain your product and service is creating, right? But this is wrong.
Yep.
This is exactly the opposite of what should be done. Why? Because you are being just selfish about what is the pain reliever of your product or service and what is the gain creator of your product and service. Instead, you should be thinking, while keeping yourself in your client's shoes, all the pain that your client is facing, you have to relieve that pain. So basically, this is fixed. This cannot change. This thing is not dynamic, it's fixed.
Yes.
Do you have any control over how your clients feel? Any control
No.
over how your clients feel? No,
No.
right? But you have control over how you position your offer in the market. You have control over what is your messaging in the market. So instead of telling the benefit of using your product and service, it's like you talking about your product and service only. What you exactly need to do is talk about your client's pain. So if we real world examples, what are the obstacles your clients are facing?
Low reply rates, unqualified leads, very few appointments, and no ad budget, no shows.
These are the pain your clients are
Consistent
facing,
effort.
right?
Yes.
These are the pains your clients are aware of. You can create multiple different problems here and say, I help you not get this. But the thing is, they are not even aware about this pain. All they are aware about is this pain, right? So your messaging should be in a way that we offer services in a way that you don't have to face low reply rates,
Unqualified leads, no show up, few appointments,
fewer
and
appointments. So you are
no ad budget.
what you are basically doing is you are telling them that you don't have to face this if you buy this. So this is, you are not talking about this all the time. Oh, my product and services, my product and services. You are talking about your pain. You are talking about how my product services are relieving your pain. Not my product and services provides this. No, my product and services relieves these of your pains. This is the list of your pains, right? You are facing this. My product and services relieves them. So this is how you are going to find out pain relievers. First, you are going to see what are the pain your ideal client are facing. Then you are going to see that can your product relieve this pain. I'm going to give you a formula at the last also, which I basically use whenever I'm designing any value proposition for any business. So this is related to the pain of your client, and after this you relate this with your product and service. Am I providing something that is relieving this pain? You cannot invent new pain. You cannot just go and say, oh, take my services and you won't have to face this pain. What if they are not even facing this pain? So you have to say that use my services and you are not going to face this. Simple. Their pain. Everything is about them, not you. And when it comes to gain creators, it's the same thing. You pick all the dream outcomes and desired results of your clients and say that these are the benefits of my services. In my earlier video where I was explaining spin selling, I also said in the closing, you don't give features of your product and service. You don't give advantages of your product and service. You give benefits of your product and service. What's the difference? Let's say you are doing email marketing and LinkedIn campaigns and creating content, and you are talking about your system, that what we are going to do is we are going to build an offer for you, and after that we are going to do this blah 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 blah. If you talk about your product and service, what you are exactly doing here? Are you giving any benefits? No, you are giving features
No.
of your
Features.
offer, right? If you say that now you are giving features of your offer, right? What are the advantages? So there are two types of people. Some people don't want to waste time, some people want to make money. Some people don't give a fuck about money. So if you go in front of a person who want to save time and you tell him you are going to make more money, but now he knows he have to spend 4 more hours on the work, then it's like not aligned. You are giving the advantage, but it's not a benefit for him. It's an advantage of your service, but it's not a benefit. So you find out what are the outcomes your ideal client are looking for. What is the dream outcome for your ideal client profile, for your customers, this pool of customers that you have, what they really want. And when you talk about their desired results and their dream outcome, then you are giving them benefits. A very simple question here would be, how do I know what my customers really want? What is the dream outcome? Anything that is related to wants of a customer, that is benefits. And when you are going to give them what they want is benefit. When you are going to give them what they need is advantage. So it's a needs and wants theory. I explained that exactly in my last video, spin selling. Check out. So if you feel like this is what your customers need, so then you'll be telling them the advantages. If you know your customers want this, then you are giving them benefits. Simple. So we started to study value proposition design with three goals: to find out who to reach out, where to reach out, and how to reach out. After understanding your customer profile, after understanding what they are trying to get done, who they are, what is the pain they are facing, what are the gains they are looking for, can you now say that you are clear on who to reach out part? Now, where to reach out, right? So when you are researching, that's in your ICP, by the way. When you are building your ICP, you are also researching everything about your customer. What is their personality traits, where they hang out, who are their friends, where they live, what is their nationality. You find out everything about your ICP, then you find out your pool of people. So your clients, most of them, what channel do they use to acquire customers for themselves?
Could be LinkedIn networking and email as well.
Okay, so now you know that if they are acquiring clients for themselves on LinkedIn, right, and emails, or Instagram,
Yes.
maybe IG also, but you can definitely say that if your customers, your ideal client profile, is spending time to acquire clients for themselves on LinkedIn, email, and Instagram, that means they are spending most of their time here, right? The most chances of you meeting with them and having conversation with them is on these platforms. So you put them in a
Yes.
priority list. So out of these three, where they are spending most of their time, LinkedIn, let's say. After that, where they are spending most of their time, let's say Instagram. After that, where they are spending most of the time, email. Now you have a priority list, 1, 2, 3. And now let's say if you have a monetary budget to reach out to your clients, then you can know how much you can spend here: 50, 30, 20. 50%, 30% of your budget, 20% of your budget. Let's say you only have 12, you only work 8 hours a day. So you know you have to spend 4 hours here, 3 hours here, 1 hour here. So that's how you prioritize where you are going to spend most of your time reaching out to your customer, because you know that most of the time your customers are spending here. So the simple rule of determining where you can find your customers is like where your clients are spending time to acquire clients. Simple, basic. So if you're a product based business, let's say you are a clothing brand and your clients are Gen Zs, you need to figure out where your customers are spending most of the time. So where Gen Zs are spending most of the time? Instagram, right? So you have the priority list in LinkedIn would be least. So top would be Instagram, Reddit, X. These are the threads. These are the things where you want to spend more money. If you're a product business, service business, you are just looking for where your clients are finding their clients. Okay, so now two questions are answered. Who to reach out? You understand exactly who your customer is, how he's spending his day, what are the problems he's going through, what are the gains he's looking for, what he's trying to get done. Now, with the mix of these three, you can create a that's called offer. This is the equation from where Alex Hermosi's equation was born. That dream outcome equation. This is old school. This is from where it got out. So this is how you build offer. So what you do, what pain it helps your clients to avoid, and what gain it creates. Why I didn't say what you do, what gain your service provides, and what pain it relieves. Because most of the people, most of the marketers and business owners in the market, what they are saying, how good their services are, they are just talking about what are the benefits you can get from using my services, right? Exactly. Very less people talk about just pain. So you are facing this, you are facing this, you are facing this. You should be using my services. Very less people talk about pain because it seems negative, but it's just a market psychology. It's not a manipulation tactic or anything. From the surveys and from the research, we know one thing: avoiding a pain is more important than gaining something in equal value. Me standing on a track, there is $1 million on the track. The train is coming. 50% of the chances are that I'm going to walk away with the money, or 50% chances I'm going to die. More than 90% of the time, I'm going to choose not to go for the money because I'm avoiding the pain. So, in a simple bias psychology, people like to avoid pain more. With this term, what you are understanding, what is more important in both of them, gain or pain? So pain is more important to your customers. What you should be talking about more?
Pain elimination.
Exactly. So you talk about, this is what I do, this is how it helps you to avoid your pain and also achieves you this gain. So gain is kind of a bonus always. If you position your service just for a gain, then you are getting people who are cheap. You are getting people who want to pay you $100 and get $1 million out of you. Focusing on relieving a pain of your client, then you are getting people who are genuinely feeling that pain. You are genuinely reaching out to your ideal client profile, and they are ready to pay more also because they know the exact pain, they know what they are going through, right? So gain is mostly, it's a bonus. It's not that important. Gain in your offer is not even that important. The main thing is pain. You can even reverse this. You can say, I help you relieve this pain through this product and also gain this. Done.
Yes.
That's
So
everything you need to know about offer. Questions?
yes. So I feel like this was the reason that my prospecting was not very much effective, because I was focusing 80 to 90% on the gain side rather than trying to eliminating the pains.
You know what, most of the time people won't even understand this, that how important this is when it comes to prioritizing pain and gain. If you search on Google what were the best sales landing pages in the world, so if when you are going to see the research and you are going to see the 5 to 10 top video sales letters, and you are going to see 5 to 10 top landing pages, you are going to see these are very simple landing pages filled with text, filled with boring stuff that you won't even look at, and they are not even talking about you achieving this. They talk about the main gain at the end.
How do you categorize between pain and gain? Because both sounds the same. Both sounds almost same.
This is the job. This is towards your clients are moving with your job. This is the dream outcome, right? They are using their, they are trying to get this done. They are trying to cover this distance so they can reach their dream outcome, right? Pain is what's stopping them to do this. This is not dream outcome. These are obstacles, bad outcomes, and risks. This is not dream outcome. Dream outcome is the goal of their job. Dream outcome is a straightforward goal of their job. So what B2B people are actually doing, you are sometimes helping your clients reach this place, cross just this outcome, right? So this can be a dream outcome for them. That's why there are multiple different types of jobs also. Those are functional, social, and personal. Functional are a simple single task that is related to a simple single task. Give
What?
me an example of functional job, a single task.
Functional job, it could be outreaching to someone.
That's the thing. Simple. Outreaching is a functional job, right? What
Yes,
AimFox does AimFox
they
helping
do the
you
same.
make money directly? Does AimFox directly helping you make money, or instantly, or
No,
Salesforce, or any of these B2B SaaS businesses? Are they directly helping you make money? No, they are
no,
helping you just avoid this pain and reach the next path. For them, the job they are focusing is just this. The pain and gain is related to the job, not related to the personality of a person. So if you are going to see in a bigger picture, you are going to say everyone's main dream outcome is making money, but that's not right. What they are looking for right now, what they are trying to get done right now, is reaching out to more people. So what they do, they buy instantly so they can buy more email accounts and reach out to more people. They buy AimFox so they can completely automate their LinkedIn outreach. They don't have to worry about all that stuff because that's so time taking, sending 200 connection requests in a week, right? So someone just want to save time and spend somewhere else. So their main job was to reaching out. Their pain was spending so much time. So AimFox just eliminates that. So gain and
no.
pain is dynamic towards jobs. What job you are trying to solve for your customers, what they are trying to get done. And now with this clarity, you tell me what is the jobs of your clients.
Jobs of my clients is reaching out to people, providing coaching, and focusing on the other side of the business.
And out of
And
all these jobs, they have 10, 20, 30 different jobs, right? Maybe they are trying to get a lot of things done in their life, in their work. Out of this cluster of jobs, what you are trying to help them with?
my ICP has multiple jobs. It could be around acquisition, delivery, and in acquisition is a single job. In that job, there are many sub jobs,
Yes.
which could be reaching out, messaging, positioning, sending.
Yes. So if you are going to be broader with your thinking that you are helping them with acquisition, then you are not going to pinpoint the main pains. With acquisition, you cannot pinpoint the main pain. So you have to go deeper into this. How many jobs they are trying to get done in the acquisition, and what you are specifically going to help them with. What are the specific jobs? That is them spending so much time on outreaching. So you are going to help them with outreach. They don't have to manage the conversations, so you're going to help with the conversations also. They don't know how to offer and position themselves in the market, so you are going to help them with that also through content. They don't know how to close, so you are going to consult them with the sales also. They want to reach out to their clients from different channel, so you are going to help them with the emails also. So these are the types of jobs, right? So for each job, you see what is the dream outcome for that specific job. Dream outcome related to a specific job. Right now, what I'm trying to get done is creating a piece of content, teaching you, posting that on YouTube, so at least some people understand what I'm trying to say. Right? This is what I'm trying to get done. What is my dream outcome? I release this piece of content and I get views. I get positive response, at least. Whoever watches this video, I get a positive response. This is my dream outcome. Is it related to money? If any video editor wants to reach out to me, what will be the dream outcome he should be looking for? That I want to get more views and positive response, so he will make it more clear and more easy to watch a long form video. Now, how do you differentiate between pain and gain? A gain is the main goal of job. A pain is the obstacle between a risk, a bad outcome that comes in between reaching that goal, in between that process. Pain is all about process.
So can there be multiple dream outcomes, or
Of course, have you not seen people offering something and they attach multiple gains to that thing? It depends on the context also. So, what you're talking about, let's talk about a single job. A single job can be closing more clients. And if you go deeper into it, you will see outreaching, you will see closing, you will see closing means just sales, you will see running ads also. Multiple things. You can have multiple different jobs in a sub job also. And then what are the jobs you are handling? Let's say you are handling outreaching. So what are the pain and main dream outcome of that particular specific job is you reach out to the right person and people reply to me. This is the dream outcome of that specific job. Sales, what is the dream outcome of that specific job? Closing. So you are saying you close more people simply, but when it comes to pain reliever, you getting right people on the sales call, you getting qualified people on the sales call. These are the pain relievers. You closing more people is the dream outcome. This is the job, this is the outcome, this is the process, this is the wall. This is pain, this is gain. This is not a pain, and this is not a gain. You can say, you can reverse engineer this and say, oh, me helping them not have this pain is also a gain, but exactly it's just a pain reliever. You are not creating a gain. They were not looking for this, they didn't expect this pain. You're just removing an obstacle. Their main goal is not to remove this, their main goal is to reach here. The main goal of this whole conversation was getting to know who to reach out, where to reach out, and how to reach out. We already answered two questions, which is who to reach out and where to reach out. Value proposition design is the combination of two things. You are trying to create fit, which is customer profile, value map. Customer profile is all about your customers. Value map, what is the value you are generating with your service. So when both of them combines, then it's fit. You are creating a value that is not related to what your customers are looking for, then it's not going to be fit. Left hand side has to be equals to right hand sides. So a simple formula I created once: customer jobs, you know about this, plus pain relief gain created multiply by. Okay, so just keep three numbers in your mind. Under 30 is generic, it's like you are not going to survive in the market. 50 to 70, it's like normal, same as you. If you're focusing on gain, you understand value proposition design and you are focusing more on the gain, you are in 50 to 70. But you are not a market killer. You're not someone who's making really a good amount of money in the market. When your score is 80 plus, you are one of the predator in the market. You have most of the clients from the market. People talk about you. Your things stick in the market. People remember what you say. This is when your score is 80 plus. So customer job, what your customers are trying to get done on the scale of 1 to 10, how important that thing needs to be done for your customer, how important it is. You score it. Let's say it is a critical job and it is very important for your customers to get done, just like you said, outreach. So without reaching out to the real person, assuming that customers are going to reach out to you, you are on your way to the failure. So reaching out is a critical job. So when it comes to how important it is, let's say 9 out of 10 for sure.
okay? So customer job plus pain relief plus gain created.
Multiply by 2.
So yes, reaching out or regular reach outs is 9, or it can be 8, 9, 10.
Okay, let's say 8. Let's be pessimistic about our scoring. Let's say 8. Pain relief. Now there are two things in the formula: how severe the pain they are facing, and how
Yes.
easily you are relieving that pain. How easily you are relieving
Yes.
that pain, and how severe the pain is. Severe.
Is it related to the severity of the pain, or the efforts I'm going to put to eliminate that
It's
pain?
related to the severity of the pain also, and it's related to how good you are. So severity is 1 out of 10. How much?
8,
And what are the success rate?
80.
Severity of the pain is 8 and success rate is 80%. Average 8.
8.
So after you relieve that pain and the type of service you are providing your customers, what are the chances of after they hire you? What are the chances of they are going to achieve this dream outcome?
If the chances of relieving the pain is 80%, so I would say, being very pessimistic, it will be around 50 to 70, 80.
Let's get in between 60%. That's 6 out of 10. That's
Yes.
22. Do you have a proof of success? Do you have case studies? Do you have real testimonials?
Yes.
How many of them? On a scale of 10, when it 10 comes like Charlie Morgan, his website is filled with all the testimonials. That's 10. What do you think? On that scale, how much would you say you have proof?
If I compare with Charlie Morgan, then it will be like 1 or 2, I would say.
Let's say 2. Let's say 2. You are at 44. You are in the not even in the basics, but still in the mid. How we can improve this? First of all, success rate, them achieving the dream outcome is less. Let's say if you improve the success rate, if you work more on your systems, now you can say that 80% of your clients achieve the dream outcome after working with you, because dream outcome is related to the job itself.
Yes. So it
Right?
will be 24.
Right, it would be 24. Now you understand the importance of proof. But at least you are not in the losing market. You are in a market where you can get more and more testimonials because you are still getting customers. So if you have more and more case studies, if you have more and more experience in the market, if you have more and more proof that you can achieve this for them, that's proof. Let's say you reach 4, now you are leading the market. It's not that easy to become a market killer, man. 80 plus is a like market killer. People know you. People in your ideal client profile know that there is a guy named Mohammed Sahil, and he's the one where you should go when you are facing this issue. That's called being a market killer. So if you are already doing very good, you are already doing very good. If you have 80% success rate, right, you are already doing very good. You just need to prove. You just need to prove your concept that yes, this works. Getting my point? This is how important it's a multiplication, it's not an addition. So if it's under 30, you are doing something wrong. You are either relieving a bad pain, or either you are not giving them the right gain, or either it's your the whole job is shit.
Since yesterday, I understand that two, like we can call it two mental bottlenecks, right? First is about elimination of pain in the message, and second is about proof, I would say.
What's going
Less
to
number
change
of
after
proofs.
this?
What?
What's going to change after this? Because when I start my business, I used to think asking for testimonial is like kind of disrespectful.
And I still think that.
So that's the thing. That feeling is stopping you from doubling down on your scope. You are at 44. If you just double down on getting more and more case studies and helping more and more people in a way that they talk about you, that's a compounding thing. And it's also about messaging, how you tell them to talk about their pain. So if you're a fitness coach, right, I've worked with so many fitness coaching clients, and most of them talk about when it comes to asking for testimonials from their clients, they say, bro, how do I ask for testimonials from my clients? I You cannot just simply go and say, okay, give me your before and after pictures, I want to use because I want to get more clients. You cannot say that. You can position it in a way like, hey, can you click before and afters also? Can you document your whole journey of this transformation, so you can motivate others who started just like you? So you can become a case study of how a business who implements these things can change. This is how you position. You position for them. Like if they give you a case study, if they give you an interview, if they give you a testimonial, there should be benefit for them also. 30 to 40% of the time you are going to get a rare client who's so happy to give you a testimonial that you don't even need to ask them for the testimonial. But 70% of the time you have to ask them. 70% of the time you have to position it in a way that it looks like it's their benefit also somehow.
I used to feel it's a big hassle to get a testimonial, even to ask for a testimonial.
If you have something, right, that is helpful for me, would you feel weird about telling me that? Let's say you are an affiliate, and if you give me your link, I get 50% off and you get 20% of my money. I'm happy to do that because I also get 50% off, right? But if you give me a link in which you are getting 30% or 40%, I'm not getting anything. Why would I do it? In that situation, you can feel a little weird and considerate and a little backed up that it's not the right deal, if it's not the right thing to ask for, right? But if you know this can be beneficial for them, if you say, hey, I just want to post a case study on you because we transformed this business very good. I want to post this on the blogs, my YouTube channel, my Instagram. So you also get the impressions because this was a great transformation and it's good everyone sees this. So they also know what they are doing wrong in their business. Now, this is completely a different positioning. Is it changing the outcome? No, it's just changing how you say it. This is the main goal of understanding value proposition design. So you know who to reach out, you know where to reach out, and now after knowing everything, after knowing that what is important in terms of pain and gain, what is important in terms of what you want to talk about in the market, do you want to talk about pain relievers or do you want to talk about gain creators? 80% of the time you want to talk about pain relievers and 20% of the time you want to talk about gain creators. I'm not saying 100% of the time you are talking about negatives, but 80% of the time you are talking about pain relievers, how you can avoid this pain. That's also kind of a positive thing, how you can avoid this pain. 90% of the business coaches face this, go through this. This is exactly how you can avoid this. See, whole LinkedIn or Instagram post. From this service, if you use this, you can achieve this. That's a gain creator. And now you can relate to Alex Hermos's thing that you give, ask. Because whenever you are going to post about gain, you are asking for something. If you realize one thing, try to post about gain. So gain is what? Like positive thing about your service. So you are talking about your service. That's like you are asking for something. Pain is about your client. So in the context of content, you want to 80% of the time you want to talk about ways, things, systems that they can use that relieves a specific pain. You don't talk about that achieves them this dream outcome. You talk about that relieves a specific pain because they are more pain avoidant. This is the formula. One thing, how to reach out. When you think about how to reach out, are you thinking about channel or are you thinking about voice note, video sales letter, landing pages? No, you are just simply thinking about messaging. Exactly. Exactly. It's just about messaging because you already know who to reach out and where to reach out. How to reach out is just your messaging. How you position that message, it's completely on you. You record a video, text, email, anything. But what is your messaging? What you are talking about in that messaging? How true, how easy it is to trust you with your messaging would be when it's backed by your customer profile. So the whole understanding of value proposition design is to answer this. Once you understand this, the first part is done. Prospecting is done. Just by doing this, you are getting people on the calls, or you are getting people on your landing page, or you are getting people to add your product to the cart. After that, it's a closing. How you close them, already recorded a video. How you deliver the service, it's on you. All of this conversation, prospecting, you give 100% to the prospecting, you get people to the call, and it's the right people coming from the right messaging. They are facing the same exact problem that you are solving. You close them. You are a good salesman. You are a good in conversation. You close them also. Now it comes to delivery. If you fuck up in delivery, that's like worst case scenario. If you fuck up in delivery, no matter how good your messaging is, no matter how good your closing is, you are going to go down the hell. If you are confident that you can provide the service, you can help your client achieve the dream outcome with your process, only then reach out to them. If you are not sure about your delivery, work for free. I would say that work for testimonials, work for the proof.